Alright, good morning everyone. Welcome to Philippines. This is Davin Bennett with Flying by Faith again. And today's mission is to transport a doctor back to his island with two teachers. So tag along with me as we get the mission done.
Make sure you hit the big subscribe button and don't forget to click the bell icon so you don't miss a thing.
Yeah.
I just love, it's not just because I want to fly, but because the nature of my mission also is isolated areas. So I just find the need to just train somehow.
Nice.
Maybe not a formal training, but just maybe
Well,
be able to fly.
today you will learn to fly. I'm just gonna take it up to cruise altitude and make sure we're out of the clouds, and then I'll show you how to hold head in and altitude.
Okay.
Yeah. My ultimate goal is to be a missionary flight instructor, like help to make other pilots. So today you'll get a taste of
Do you know how much you earn to be a flight instructor?
Well, no, but I'm doing this and I'm not earning, so
Yeah.
to help make
I mean, in a flying school. How much did a regular FI?
it depends on what school you go to.
So it's not. There's no standard.
No, there's no standard rate. Every school charges a different amount. Alright, welcome to the flight deck, guys. I'm flying here with Doc Rene. Is it Rene or Rene? Rene De Costo. De Costo. And his two teachers are in the back. And we are going to be in this airplane together, so I'm sure we have stuff we can talk about to kill the time. Right now my ground speed is 56 knots, 55, and it keeps dropping. But nonetheless, we're grateful. It's way faster than taking the boat. And so we just want to welcome you aboard, and we'll see you for the in-flight entertainment.
Alright. Can you hear the band?
Hi, welcome to our in-flight entertainment. Doc is trying to fly an airplane for the very first time, and he's flying like someone who is disoriented. We're going up and down, and I'm sure I'm getting sick of it. But nonetheless, he's getting the hang of it eventually. So Doc, tell us a little, like, what's life like for you on Cagayancillo Island?
Oh, life in Cagayancillo is very. For me, the first time I went there, it was first traumatic because I'm not used with their culture, and I'm not used with their language.
Oh,
And I had the difficulty of communicating with them. But later on, when I had already learned the culture, somehow learned a little bit of their language, then there's a time that I was able to communicate with them, even in Tagalog language.
oh, okay.
Life there is very simple.
Alright.
It's the simplest life ever I have lived in this world.
Wow.
Yeah. It's very neat because even without money, even without a little money, you can live your day. You just have to learn how to make food out of it,
Right.
and then learn. For me, in my part, since I am a professional deployed there, I didn't have that difficulty much of acquiring provisions because people there are so loving,
Right.
and then they treat me as if I am one of their families already.
Wow.
And they've been taking care of me since the very beginning of my deployment until now.
Wow.
I had no difficulty, and I every time I go out from the island, immediately miss them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll fly the airplane.
Okay, sige.
My controls, so. Alright, let me fly it. Oh, nice. So, how many doctors are there on that island?
I am the sixth doctor deployed there.
Oh, okay.
Every 2 years
They recycle.
there is another doctor is being assigned there because the contract ended after 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
But in my case, I committed to stay in for 3 years.
Oh, yeah. And is that with renewal? Like, can you
Yes.
renew it?
Yeah, I have to renew it.
Oh, okay. So, what are some of the cases that you have to tend to in Cagayan-Silio?
Well, various cases. But most are non-communicable diseases.
Okay.
Because it's an isolated area, so infectious disease did not enter in the island so easy.
Oh, nice.
They're just those like the most common are pneumonia,
Okay.
and they are manageable there in the island. The most of the emergent cases that we have are OB cases, those pregnant.
Okay.
Yeah, those complicated pregnancies. Those were the most frequent reason for our referral.
Right.
There are those cases like cardiac arrest. The patients do not stay any longer.
Yeah.
They just declare them they're dead. But
Wow.
most often, pneumonia and pregnant women. There are some complicated cases also that I was able to manage there. By God's grace, even with the little facilities.
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, it's a nice for me because I am a new physician. It's a nice training for me because I was able to perform those medical procedures that even doctors in the hospitals have not able to perform.
Okay.
Yeah. Those weird and those rare cases I have already handled in the island.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. That's awesome. Well, and I remember when I was talking to you on the phone, you were saying it's just, you just never imagined that an aviation ministry would come over there and help to get people out.
It's so crazy that you come there. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
And so, I feel so blessed. We have this kind of partners.
Wow. So, what are some of the improvements you see with the aviation ministry being able to come, and how is the island benefiting so far with the planes that come and evacuate people and so on?
Yeah, we're so blessed. Even the LGU, the local governments, feel so blessed with this kind of ministry. In the first place, because with the emergent cases that we have there, we can't afford to just go along the ocean, the sea for 24 hours.
Yeah.
And we are very so fortunate that we have this kind of partner.
Well, that's a blessing.
And then with the cost that although it's not that too expensive because we understand the cost of flying.
Right.
The cost of flying is very expensive, and so, but then we're just so blessed that it's not that too high. It's not that too expensive.
Right. So there's like that missionary budget, like, because the last medevac I did, it was 2 patients, and they kind of pooled their little fuel donation together, and that was able to cover for the fuel to come and pick you guys up. So, we pick up the 2 patients. It was a pregnant lady and a mom that had a baby that needed to do an MRI or something like that. Yeah.
There was 2 cases that I have referred to Captain Shan. I told Captain Shan, we are out of money na talaga. We have no more finances, and this patient also is an indigent case.
Yeah.
And he flew to Cagayan-Silio without even a penny.
Wow. That's why we fly, Doc.
Yeah.
That's why we fly.
I feel so blessed because that was really the most emergent case.
Yeah.
The most emergent case that I've handled. And Captain Shan flew there for free.
Wow.
And I could not imagine without plane that the patient might expire in the island.
Wow. You heard it, guys. Dr. De Costo.
Yeah.
Dr. De Costo, number 6 of the doctors on Cagayancillo Island. What's the population, Doc?
Right now, the ones declared is 7,000.
7,000.
Plus, but based on my recent survey,
Yeah.
The population is only 5,000 plus.
Wow. And what's the mortality rate like over there?
Oh, the mortality rate is very low. The crude mortality rate, I have 20 mortalities for the year 2019. 20 only.
Wow.
And most of that cases die in hospital, not in the island. The ones died in the islands are those old by
people.
old age, by trauma.
And what age do they
Usually expire at age 80, 70.
80, 70.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. It's about time.
Yeah, 10. Nice. Well, that's our in-flight entertainment. A little talk with Dr. De Costo from Cagayancillo Island. Out there, I'm sure a lot of doc would rather to be in Manila, enjoying. Like I've seen the doctors in Manila, you know, a nice
I don't like staying in
Jaguar,
Manila.
but he's out here just helping people beyond his job, and he said he likes the experience. And in the back you can't see them, but we do have my first patient is also on board with her watcher. She had a malaria that was not complicated, and yeah, doc, she only got a little headache when I was about 10 minutes away from landing.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, she never had any headache or difficulties breathing. So praise the Lord for that.
Praise God.
All right, see you guys for the landing, and we'll talk soon. Sorry guys. Those winds are not nice. Sorry. Yeah, that was a hard landing.
Lord.
So that's the thing, it blows and then it... That was one of my worst. But yeah. Oh well. That's my life, Doc. This thing, you see the windsock?
Yeah.
And then it has a time when it just updrash because it's coming over the trees. I think there's a patient.
No. That's our sundo.
Oh. Okay.
There's a patient?
gonna network.